Hello, and welcome to Get Ready for Tax Day, 2021 edition. My name is Jesus Nahara, and I'm my brother's keeper library assistant with LA County Library. Today, I will be giving some general knowledge about this year's tax season. I will also be providing information on how LA County Library can help you this tax season. I want to start off by saying that this is not a tax advice video. I recommend that you consult with a professional tax preparer for any tax advice. So, what are taxes? Tax is the amount of money that you must pay to the government so they can pay for public services such as roads and schools. In this video, we'll be talking about income tax. When a person is taxed, that individual must pay a part of their income to the government. Same goes if a certain item is taxed. A percentage of that item's price gets paid to the government. 2020 taxes. This year, tax day falls on Monday, May 17th, 2021. Now, this doesn't mean that you're only allowed to file your taxes on this day. The date is more of a deadline, meaning all taxes must be filed by this day. If you would like an extension to file your taxes, you will need to submit Form 4868 by April 15, 2021. With this extension, you'll be able to extend your filing due date by 6 months, up to October 15, 2021. Who should file taxes? Individuals whose income exceeds a certain level must file tax returns. Income isn't the only factor that can determine whether or not you have to file for taxes. Other factors include, but are not limited to, if you are claimed as a dependent, marital status, your age, and if you're blind. To see if you would qualify to file your taxes, we would need to look at the standard deduction for 2020. The standard deduction is the amount of income that is not subject to tax that can be used to reduce one tax bill. For 2020, the standard deduction is $12,400 for single filers and $24,800 for married couples filing jointly. Tax deductions to consider for tax season 2021. Tax deductions help lower how much income is subject to federal income tax. Here are a couple examples of tax deductions you can claim: charitable, medical, and business deductions. Tax credits to consider for tax season 2021. Tax credits lower your actual tax bill dollar for dollar. There are two types of credits: refundable and non-refundable. Here are just a couple examples of tax credits you can claim: earned income tax credit and child tax credit. Stimulus checks. The $1,200 stimulus checks that the government sent as part of the CARES Act will not count as taxable income. The stimulus checks are being treated like a refundable tax credit. Think of it like an advance on money you would have received anyway as part of your tax refund in 2021. Paycheck Protection Program loans. CARES Act provided Paycheck Protection Program loans, also known as PPP loans, to help struggling small business owners. As long as these loans were used on certain business expenses such as payroll, rent, or interest on mortgage payments, utilities, etc., these loans were designed to be forgiven. IRS says that any expenses you paid with money from PPP loans cannot be deducted from your taxable income. You'll also have to get your loan forgiveness application approved by the Small Business Administration. Unemployment benefits. Those who received unemployment benefits will need to pay income taxes on that money. If you chose not to have taxes withheld from your benefits when you signed up, you'll either have to pay quarterly estimated taxes or set aside enough money from your unemployment benefits to pay taxes come tax day. Educational expenses. 529 plan or Educational Savings Account (ESA) money must be used for qualified and educational expenses to be tax-free. Since a lot of schools went remote or canceled classes during the 2020 school year, your college might have refunded some or all your 529 or ESA money. There is a 60-day period in order to put that money back into the account or use it to cover other educational expenses. If you didn't put the money back or use it during the 60-day period, you might have to pay income taxes or a withdrawal penalty. New ways to use 529 plans in 2020 is to pay for the cost of certain apprenticeship programs, including fees, books, and supplies, and pay off up to $10,000 in student loan debt. The $10,000 is the total amount and not yearly. Retirement plans, 401ks, IRAs, and more. CARES Act allows anyone under the age 59.5 to take up to $100,000 out of their 401ks or IRAs up to the end of 2020 without having to pay an early withdrawal penalty. The money taken out of the tax-deferred retirement accounts like a traditional 401k or IRA will be taxed as ordinary income, which means that you will have to pay taxes on any withdrawals you make. Secure Act pushed back the age for required minimum distributions, also known as RMDs, from traditional IRAs from 70.5 to 72. CARES Act allows seniors to skip RMDs altogether in 2020 without penalty, which could lead to significant tax savings for retirees with those accounts. How can LA County Library help you this tax season? I want to start off by saying that this is not a tax advice video. I recommend that you consult with a professional tax preparer for any tax advice. We have a dedicated section for tax information. Go to our website, lacountylibrary.org, hover over the Resources tab located on the top right corner, and under Resources, you will find Tax Info. On this page, you will find information on the California Franchise Tax Board, IRS, VITA, MyFreeTaxes.com, AARP Foundation Tax Aid, and library events that can help you file your taxes. Now, you may be wondering, aren't the libraries closed? Will libraries have tax forms this year? Yes, and you can pick them up at sidewalk service locations. Just call and make sure the library has the form you need, and the staff will rearrange a pickup appointment for you. Once a library runs out of forms, you will need to pick them up from a different library. Staff can help locate a form at another nearby library if they are still available. Library staff can also print a specific form upon a request, but you will need to view instructions, tables, and schedules online. Staff cannot provide advice to you about which form you need. Once you decide which form you want, call any sidewalk service library to ask for a form print and pickup appointment. For more information about tax information, please visit our website at lacountylibrary.org/tax information. We hope you enjoyed Get Ready for Tax Day 2021 edition. Click the link in the description box for our survey and upcoming programs. It will be very helpful if you can give us your feedback on our survey. This helps us figure out what other types of programming we can offer you all. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for easy access to new videos. Bye for now.